Hi, I am Anna. I come from www.ntvforex.com. 2Q20 GDP Data Analysis http ntvforex.com News ID CA931981 10/2021 10:28 p.m. GDP growth in 2Q to be published on Friday. We see Polish economy contracting 9.2% YY. Polish Development Fund PFR to offer bonds worth PLN 35 billion on Thursday. U.S. retail sales most important to watch on global markets. Eurozone to follow global mood. NBSP watch this week. August 14 GDP growth to drop 9.2% YY. We expect the Polish economy to contract 9.2% YY in the second quarter due to the pandemic. On the one hand, retail sales and industrial output data were relatively strong compared to expectations and point to better performance of the economy in the second quarter. On the other hand, the damage to the service sector, which is difficult to estimate at this point, is likely to drag GDP growth dynamics down. Moreover, the 11.9% YY contraction of non-Eurozone countries suggests a sizable drop in Polish GDP, especially as Poland accounts for 25% of the non-Euro area weighted average. Polish economy to contract 9.2% YY in 2Q20. GDP growth in EU27, Eurozone and non-Euro area blue. ERSTI forecasts orange. August 14 CPI to be confirmed at 3.1% YY in July. According to the flash estimate, inflation eased to 3.1% YY in July on the back on lower food price dynamics and oil prices. It will be most interesting to see inflation of services. NBSP last week's highlights. MPC member Kropotnicki sees no room for further rate cuts, while MPC member Gatner would support rate hike. PMI in Poland recovered visibly, to 52.8 in July. NBSP market developments. Bond market drivers. 10Y yield at 1.28% after the ups and downs of last week. The 10Y yield sat at 1.28% at the beginning of the week. The spread versus the 10Y German Bund remains stable. There are no Minfin auctions scheduled this week, so demand for the offer of the Polish Development Fund PFR should be healthy. The fund plans to supply PLN 35 billion in long-term papers. At the end of the week, GDP data in the second quarter may have the potential to impact the bond market. As for global events, U.S. retail sales data is due this week. FX market drivers. Zloty to mostly follow Eurist development. It seems that 4.40 versus the euro may become a new reference level for a sideways trend for the Polish zloty. This week, GDP data may deliver a positive impulse for the zloty at the end of the week if we see a positive surprise. Otherwise, Eurist development is likely to set the pace for the eurozone. In the US, retail sales data is due this week. For the FX market, negotiations in the U.S. Congress on a new fiscal package and the development of U.S.-China tensions may, however, be of more importance. Download the full weekly Focus Poland. Subscribe our channel to receive the news as soon as possible. Thank you for watching. If you want to read real-time news, text messages to MT5 Expert Advisors page at https://m.me mt5.expert.advisors.